And there we are again, after we've seen two matches of Watt losing in this triangle bracket of the Summer Dusk Aphrodite League. We are up to our third match, and yeah, excited to see who will join Robomaster and Never Walk Alone in the Aphrodite League finals for this very last season of the Summer Split. Only one can make it, and in our current bracket we have Watt up against Trey. So what do you expect from this match, Vendorty?
I'm expecting, looking at the lineups, Watt obviously has his anti-aggro, his Cane Trucks, his Luxophilios. And Trey does have some aggro-esque decks in his lineup, like the Echo Jinx, the Gwen Jin. So maybe Watt will catch one of them and get through those. Maybe we won't even see the Morgana Elder Band, but we might. Yeah, the Gwen Jin from Trey might be very interesting into Vad's lineup as well. It's a lot of interesting matchups. I look forward to it. On the other match we have is Lunaya and Reta Zeplanos. That's the rematch from the first game they had. Lunaya took that one 2-1, I think.
Yes.
And let's see if she can repeat.
Let's see if she can repeat. The most experienced player in the bracket against the least experienced player. We can here see the lineups again. Lunaya will face Reta Seplanos with Elder Dragon Morgana, Talia Ziggs, and Mordecai Zanora. And yeah, our rookie is bringing the spice to the league with Riven Victor, Renekton Sevier, and Akshan Varus. But this is not a match we want to focus on now. It is Watt against Trey. Watt. I've said it over and over again, and this is our main plotline for the day. 5th season in the Aphrodite League and not a single final so far. It is heartbreaking, and this heartbreaking history of his. He wants to change today, but he has to win one best of 3 after getting undefeated through the qualification tournament. He got in the triangle bracket as the first seed. He lost into Robomaster, he lost into Quo Vadis Domini. Both of these times the Darken deck was the issue, he couldn't get it through. And yeah, now against Trey, the question is, can he do it this time? So let's take a look at the decks Trey is bringing, and let's start with one that we've seen more than enough today, but this time with Jay Medada and Ixtali Sentinel.
Yeah, this one is more spicy than the usual Morgana Elder. The J Medarda with the Ixtali, as you said. We also don't have Fleet Feather trackers, which I guess the Ixtali is the anti-aggro tool instead of that. Yeah, I like this list. I like this list.
It gives some sort of freshness to a deck that we've seen more than enough in so many formats already for so long. And deck 2, on the other hand, is something we have rarely ever seen.
Yeah, this one is way more interesting. This is Gwen Jin. This is probably Trey's signature deck, if I would. The deck plays like a mix between Annie Jin and anti-aggro Gwen decks. It just has a lot of tools. It can stun, it can deny with the bush, it can copy. decks off guard.
Yeah. I want to apologize for the connection issues. I hope the stream is going well. So, but yeah, this deck seems so aggressive. It takes Gwen instead of any. I'm really looking forward to see it in action. Let's move on to how Trey finishes the lineup. He chooses Echo Jinx as the last deck.
Copied Sunhawks. This deck can pull lethal out of nowhere. Okay, let's put. This is the Echo Jinx. This is a classic. Is there anything you find interesting or unique in this list?
Not really, it seems very standard, right? Just a bunch of 3-offs, you play 1 of Quicksand, Rite of Negation, 2 of Clockling, yeah, that's just so standard, right?
It's very standard Echo Jinx. You play Get Excited instead of Mystic Shot for the Mage Seeker in Elder. Yeah, you have 1 Quicksand, 1 Deny, 2 Clocklings. This is probably the most standard version out there.
Not too much to talk about here for the deck list. So aside from the Gwenjin, yeah, not too much spice coming here from Trey. But now let's talk about the lineups. Let's talk about the bands.
Do you want to talk about lineups, the bands first, or should I?
You should, because I know the bands, and it would be
okay.
Yeah, would be unfair for me to guess them.
So, I guess from Vat's POV, he should be pretty good into both the Jin Gwen and the Echo Jinx. At least I think. So he'll probably just see the Elder and ban that. And Trey's ban is very interesting. I would honestly, after seeing it perform, I would just ban the Luxaphilios.
Ban the Luxaphilios. Respect the signature. That is what your prediction is. And in the end, those players decided to do the same as in the opening match, and it's something most of us will be happy about. Handshake, Elder Dragon bans.
Okay.
No Elder Dragon today, so we see double aggro against Aphrodite Lux and Aatrox Kane. And for scores, I would predict a 2-0, maybe a 2-1 in favor of Vat. I believe Vat will make it to finals, win this match.
I think Vat will win 2-1 because the Echo Jinx just can't get through anything with a good enough hand and good enough luck and predicts. I think when you give Echo Jinx 2 games, it's really hard to not win one of them. So I say Vat 2-1.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Players are choosing their decks as we are speaking. So yeah, I wanna know from you while we wait. How is it to for once be on the other side, be here on the production, and talk about the gameplay rather than being in the middle of the chaos and of the action?
Yeah. It's nice seeing how much work goes into this broadcast, and how many people have to be involved and how much work has to be done. But I'm not going to lie, I do miss competing a little.
Yeah.
I couldn't make time during one of the weeks, so I didn't sign up for this season. But
yeah, I mean, without
it feels good.
Yeah, without like teasing you too much, but you not playing this month actually makes up for some, yeah, I would say interesting statistics, because now you leave the Lunaya, the spot of being the only person to play in every season, and you open Robomaster the chance to become the first person to get 3 titles. So far, you've always been treated as the person with the most titles in the Aphrodite League. Now, last season, Robomaster could get even with you with 2 titles, and now he's looking strong after getting first seed out of the triangle bracket. Yeah, to take it all again.
Yeah, he sure is. Robo is a strong player. Yeah, I probably have the worst record versus him out of anyone. I'm
Ooh.
pretty sure.
I mean, we can check. I know that Lunaya is 0-5 against him, which is one of the worst records in the entire league. You against Robomaster are also 0-5. Oh, that was you. Ha!
Oh.
Yeah. Lunaya,
Yeah.
Lunaya, on the other hand, is 2-2 against him. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Robomaster is quite your nemesis, that is true.
He has the infamous plus 15% buff.
The infamous plus 15% that leads to you not having a single best of 3 won against him. And I feel like, yeah, the only other person you did not win a single best of 3 against in the entire league was Lava, and that is because you didn't play him.
Yeah. I guess Reta's a Planos. I haven't.
True. But he's not in the thing yet because he doesn't have points. Not in the database. But yeah, that is a fair point, and yeah, let's see. Maybe next season there will be a rematch there. But for now, players are still taking quite some time to choose decks. Yeah.
I imagine it's a hard choice what to come out with on both sides, because I think the Lux Aphelios tends to be better into the Echo Jinx, and the Darkins tend to be a bit better into the Gwenjin. So it's a kind of complicated decision what to come out on, so you get the favorable matchup.
Yeah. And I think while we're waiting, there will be an official announcement for that soon. But it's worth mentioning, the Aphrodite points are collected for a reason. For the Aphrodite EMEA Championship at the start of next year. Oh, we can transition into the game.
If I'm not mistaken, we can go into game.
We can go into game indeed. There we see the hands. Yeah, that's all we'll talk about it later. But there is something about that coming up soon.
Yeah.
And really looking forward to announcing that. But let's dive into the game. We see the opening game here is Darkins against Gwenjin.
I like the opener from Watt's side. We have Spear, we have Momentous, we have Defector, we have Keeper. The only thing you would ever want with this is a Bakai.
Yeah, maybe he top decks it. Let's see.
Maybe. But I would understand if he just kept this. Oh, he's okay. This is interesting. Kicking the Ranger Knight.
Giving up on the aggression, aiming for more survivability, probably fishing for the Bakai that you talked about. Maybe the philosophy of if you get the Bakai, you have a higher chance of re-getting the Ranger Knight Defector because you can predict it potentially. But the most important unit here is definitely the 2-drop.
For the lifesteal, Trey's already beginning the Jin countdown.
Yeah, you can equip the Or can you? I see a Soul Harvest.
Yeah, Trey could go for a Soul Harvest right
Yeah.
now if he wanted
Yeah,
to.
that is a play. It gets countered by Momentous Choice.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But Trey does not want to play around it, and what getting very good value out of this turn.
He is getting a lot of value, healing the 4, but Trey can just play the Iron Conquest in peace, yeah, and just start copying.
Yeah, and another issue is the stun that is very likely to come through onto the 4 attack lifesteal. I mean, it's gonna be them 2 next turn, but still, stun is quite a good counter to lifesteal. Stagehand, very nice inclusion in any Jin. in any Jin deck and in any Jin. That aims to be the aggressor, and I mean Aatrox can be very helpful in these matchups as well because he heals.
Okay, so Trey's going for the Ephemeral and the Soul
the better the
Harvest.
trophy.
Seems like it.
Yeah, instead of the Gwen.
Alternatively, there's still the stun, but I feel like the...
Bring the spirits!
Oh, he's not even going for the Soul Harvest?
Strong as waves!
I mean, if Vad, like, if Trey attacks like this, Vad is very happy, right? He takes 4, but he's chilling.
Yeah, he is chilling. Especially with the... If Trey gets afraid of an answer and doesn't play the Soul Harvest. No, he plays it, Okay, Jin is at 8. And Vad is at 13 HP. Yeah, this Jin deck pushes so much chip damage.
Then you may be dead sooner than you expected. It's also pretty good into aggro mirror.
We have the Jural into the Harazi weapon.
Yeah. And then Aatrox next turn could help with stabilizing this game.
Yeah, the Aatrox heal is going to be big.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with a strike potentially.
Yeah, on the Jin.
Aatrox and strike, yeah, exactly. On the Jin, maybe on the Gwen. Depending on how this plays out. It's gonna be big, but 2 stagehands by now. It's also not something to overlook.
It feels bad that you can't just slap down the Jin this turn. Because you would like to go triple stagehand and just win with Jin, but
to play, take one.
That's not realistic.
What we do is so
now
much
here going
bigger
for a
than us
defensive
both.
stagehand, keeping Vad from attacking and buffing his unit.
Vad
Definitely
loves
see that.
seeing defensive stagehands here.
Yes, definitely. That means he can chill more, and stabilizing is something he can really do. He has another Aatrox in his backhand, that means on the one hand strikes, on the other hand his Aatrox can just die like that, and he can instantly play another one. He also has to revive. He has the Darken Harp with a potential Sriracha, a lot of value in Vad's hand. So all he has to do is to survive, and then winning the game should be a walk in the park.
I think this strike has to be 4. Okay.
Our performance
He's waiting.
begins.
He's waiting. Maybe checking for a stagehand here, I could imagine.
Beautiful.
I guess, yeah, waiting is correct. If he just
We must all play our part.
waits for the Jin, and he can play an Aatrox next turn.
That's 12.
I know what I must
Does
do.
this deck have any burn?
Beat the drum!
It has the Unspeakable Horror, the 2-mana drain one.
Yeah, okay.
And Jin is burn.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Oh, okay.
Not attacking here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Playing into the wielder. Of course, the wielder now doesn't get the value of the healing with the Aatrox, but getting rid of Jin is definitely worth giving up on that. All Trey can do here is playing Glimpse Beyond and hoping to draw another Jin.
Yeah, I think Trey got extremely greedy and wanted Vat to drop the
I
Aatrox.
go willingly.
Yeah, definitely. Way too greedy here from Trey. Going for something like that. That is... Whoa.
Do you take this
Easy
4
prey.
as what? That's
I
too
think-
dangerous.
It's done.
I think I would take it. But Vat agrees with you, so there's a chance I'm just wrong here. Now the Aatrox can come down. Start healing, one summon on every strike,
Break this day.
and can still get back to 7-7. No, they
With,
will.
with the Aatrox up, it might have actually been correct to take the 4. You may have been right.
What a strange, wonderful world.
Because that makes another stun target. The 2-4.
Hmm.
Oh, we don't have a way to protect the Gwen, so just take it.
What?
Yeah, I think Trey miscalculated
Yeah,
on this one.
most likely, most likely. It seems like Vat could indeed stabilize, remove both of the champions of Trey, draws into another Aatrox.
Yeah. Did he want to sack the Gwen and Glimpse? That's not.
He didn't have Glimpse anymore.
No, not Glimpse, I mean the Glare, not Glimpse. Sorry. Vad is just going to start.
Yeah, start
Hitting
getting value
the
here,
Aatrox.
that's the best he can do. Kinda gets punished by a Jin.
Do you ever do a shuffle? Like play Darkened Spear on
If
the
we seek
Aatrox,
forgiveness, we must
strike
commit
again, then
all.
play the region again?
I think the situation could allow for it, yeah. If there's the Saboteur coming down, I can really see it. Vat gets
Embrace
the
your
1
fate,
mana
as I have
strike
mine.
here.
Maybe you just-
Or?
Or he just wants to sack the Aatrox and revive it. That's
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
another-
that's also a play. I mean, like this you don't get... I mean, you lose an Aatrox, but that's totally fine, right? Because you have 3. I mean, 2 now with the strike being played, but still.
Forgive.
I think
But
he's happy like that.
I would have liked to Vad to pass instead of.
Yeah, I think
Fine.
Vat passing here would be so huge. Yeah, he sees it.
I have my orders.
Question is, does he? Yeah,
No.
he passes again. He does it
You'll
correctly.
never see it coming.
Well played, Vat. Well played. Because this is the weakest Vat will ever be.
Oh,
in this
and I
game,
know-
think, going forward.
I know what he's doing. He wants to
are
play
at
the
the threshold
Aatrox
of
and then
something
revive the
great.
Aatrox. Oh, never mind.
No, that's just correct. You because here you can take the
Everything's in
damage.
place.
You just block.
And this,
Saboteur, yeah.
you are nothing.
Oh,
Has
you
to
blo-
be
you-
Saboteur.
It has to be Saboteur because they deal equal damage on next attack, but Saboteur doesn't have Ephemeral, so it's a better unit. Vat sees that,
Yeah.
and Trey doesn't.
seems to
Trey's
be
run out of gas.
cards.
Yeah, out of cards, 2 spells in hand, draws, a Conquest, that card, and now Steratu comes down. This
Silence.
was a very good game, but it is over.
Yeah, we can copy the Steratu to prevent lethal.
True. That's like the only line that gets us to another turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Trey does it. Trey wants
does
to
it.
keep playing.
Yeah, I mean, of course, never surrender, never surrender. But yeah, I don't think there's much more of a game to play here,
Through the shadow.
other
Yeah,
than
but it's
a
just
game
Too much units,
of
too much
cat and
health.
mouse.
Used weapons of war, then became them.
Not even giving him the soul harvest.
A warrior needs a
Whoa. Hold on, there's a burn coming down. And in return, Vat can develop so many Darkins. I mean, actually no, because it doesn't have the word on the plate yet. But Kane's coming into the hand, and this is a hand to be scared of.
Yeah, that can just strike that. Deny the value.
The waves still. There is no music as soothing.
Yeah,
now we're just playing with our food.
Yeah, as I said, it's a cat and mouse game at this point. Does he even go for the yeah, sure. Play your world and
Oblivion!
yeah, I mean for 2 best of 3s.
But
Yeah, now finally. Trey does surrender, and for the first time, the Darkins can take a victory
I can
in this triangle bracket.
Yep.
And Vat, just like last game, is ahead in game 1, and now he has to close it. Now, with Aphelios Lux that he found successful throughout the day, so I'm pretty positive that Vat can qualify himself as a finalist with this next game.
Vad is a teammate at heart. He wanted to see the big units.
Yeah.
This is...
Let's see. Those are the hands we're gonna play with. This is a black
the
screen.
scholar is
Only
the
a
scholar
fool would
is
enter
crucial
battle
here.
unprepared.
Yeah.
No more hiding.
But does Trey play the deny in front of the
The deny? Yeah, the Vastayan.
Oh yeah, the deny bush in front of the Iron Conquest, so it can't be destroyed.
We will be free.
That's probably the line he wants to go.
The issue is if he plays the Conquest and when there's a Pioneer, you can't play the bush because the bush is 2/2 and gets just challenged.
Yeah, but I meant like next turn. Now he
Yeah.
plays. Now he passes, plays the bush.
I
and
think
then Conquest.
there's an argument for the 2-drop to be played.
There are a lot of possible plays
Boom,
here.
Crew, Rookie.
You could just go.
Ooh, I didn't
Okay.
see that, but sure. Trey surely has a plan behind that. And I don't think, even though we've seen quite a lot of Aphelios Lux today from only one player, we did not see a single Veiled Temple coming down so far.
Yeah, the Veil Temple seems. Well, Vad had to play into a lot of landmark removal.
That's true. No, not so much
And-
landmark removal to fear in this matchup, so maybe for the first time we can see what the actual deck core of this deck looks like in action.
It's just it's Aphelios weapon cycling at its best. Just value, value, value. Create things with Lux. Do good stuff. On Trey's side, we played the boom crew.
Yeah, Bunker Rookie.
I think I would have liked the Gwen here.
Yeah, I
I guess he can be afraid, or maybe he wants to soul harvest the Aphelios, but why would he attack now? Oh, he won.
Now the bush comes down, as you said, and it is my
Yeah,
pleasure
but-
to inform all of you that the rematch of Luna versus Reta Seplanus got the same result as before. Lunaya takes the 2-1 victory, gets into the corner match, while Reta Seplanus or Rookie will be eliminated. GG, well played. So, whoever loses here, Trey versus Vat, will face Lunaya in the corner match.
Trey is afraid of the Pale Cascade. Or a 4-map. which is understandable. There's 6 of them. Yeah, but Vad just has kind of free range to do whatever he feels like here. Force the deny. Play whatever, cycle Aphelios weapons. Just in a really good position.
Indeed.
We're gonna see the forced deny flip. And are we copying the denies or the stuns? The stuns, okay.
Makes sense. And here the Veil Temple came down, triggered the effect.
We have a second conquest, but we would really like to find the stagehand with that second conquest, and we found the third conquest.
Very, very good. On the other hand, Vad has Lux back in hand. Trey also has both champions. One of them being revealed.
Yeah, thanks to the temple, we can do stuff like Lux, Graviton, and keep up a deny.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what Trey goes for here. Will he play a champion?
We could almost get a Lux beam this turn, but we're 1 mana off.
Yeah, that's true. Move to Chill Stones, that could have been a line. But Vad, even without, or like even with a laser only next turn, seems pretty comfortable in this position.
Yeah, he is very comfortable. The aggro deck isn't looking good into whatever Vad is playing. I mean, he struggled a lot into the Ionias and Elder Dragons, but this is a premier anti-aggro lineup.
Yeah,
I have to say.
And after not facing aggro in the first 2 matches, now he finally gets it.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, finally, after losing his first 2, potentially getting into finals, which would be his first ever finals in the Aphrodite League.
We'll do the Gravitum on the bird. Yeah, makes sense. We can't stun the Jin for next turn, so we'll just get the most value we can out of it. We know a bird is coming on the open next turn because Vad can see 2 of them in hand. And we have the Lux beam up for Jin whenever he shows up.
Brighter than before!
Definitely. Also Trifecta being drawn. Yeah.
Wait,
Vad.
what?
Vad fits so good here.
I would have liked to keep the Lux beam, not just.
I mean, you can
like this.
always get a new one on burst, right? I mean, I get why you want to keep it, but like this, you can push for damage really good.
Yeah, but I don't think we need to push for damage. That's the thing. We're just fine chilling.
That's true. That's true. Just wait it
We
out.
also don't probably want to play the second temple. That's too much board space clogging.
I'd like to just pass here.
Yeah, I like that play too. Vad knows that's a deny. Does he get Crescendo out of this, or was that more than the second card? Oh, Temple is triggered, so it was the second card.
Oh, yeah, that's what you meant.
Yeah, so there's no point in playing the Calibrum.
Yeah.
No, Calibrum Crescendo.
The weapon.
Keep mixing them up. Yeah, the weapon.
There it is, and...
Yeah, but plays it anyway.
Yeah. Maybe it gets denied, maybe it doesn't.
Crescendo.
Oh, it doesn't? And why did we play the Deny Bush?
I'm not sure, because it doesn't even protect the Jin, right? Because we don't have the mana. And we're copying more stuns to set up for an attack, so this is most likely aiming at a Jin next turn. Jin being at flipped right now. So when he comes down, he is flipped. But instantly dies to...
Moonlight has
Yeah, would be-
illuminated
Laser.
the fate of Helios.
Or even if he somehow didn't, he gets hushed.
Yeah. So Trey really with his back against the corner here, against the wall. Can he find a way out? Is the question. Next
Yeah, but-
turn is gonna be his last final blow. Both Iron Conquests can come down. He tries to find something with Unspeakable Horror. Jin will come down and be flipped. He finds something very not so useful for this next turn.
Yeah, Vad has the engine down on the board. It's ticking.
And now plays the second temple, which is, I don't know. I think
I'm not
units are more important in this matchup than the value from Veil Temple.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that. The +1 doesn't do much, and we would rather have another unit for a stun.
Yeah, I can see that. And now we see Trey here starting off with the bird. Of course, would love to start with Jin, but when he doesn't get the Daybreak trigger from the Sunhawk,
Yep.
this is his last chance to get footing in this game. And if he fails to do so, Vad will enter his first ever finals, and Trey will get a rematch against Lunaya in the Aphrodite corner match.
Okay, we're committing a lot of mana. That what Trey wants to see.
Yeah, Trey having to worry about less here still. The Jin could get silenced on play, aside from the laser. The laser gets played. Whoa.
Yeah.
Ah, we get mana.
A beacon through the dark.
We get the mana back, so...
I mean, Vad sees the Deny Bush and Jin.
Yeah, he knows exactly what Trey is doing. He doesn't even have to hand read. He just knows the hand because it got revealed.
Yeah, but how are we dealing with the Jin?
The moon speaks of Helios.
We can silence
You
him.
are its voice.
Oh yeah, we can't just silence him. That's true. But I don't know. I would have rather kept the 4 damage.
Yeah, it's definitely fair. But also, hold on, we spent 2... Maybe? Is there a way to get a laser here? Yeah, there is. We can just get a laser on burst speed.
Yeah, we can.
We must
But we would have to play Telstone's buff, not Telstone's Hush.
No, we play Tailstone's Hush and do our own unit. Aphelios. Aphelios gets cursed with the spell shield. Because it doesn't matter anyways, because he's stunned. That's what I would do, because then we get both to silence and laser. But I see a Darius emote,
By the light.
and I sense this game will come to an end soon. And with this game, also the series, Vad potentially only a few moments away from qualifying to the finals for the very first time.
Trey's hand and board doesn't look like it can output enough damage to
Is there any
stop.
reason to not Iron Conquest here? To form an attack?
I guess to form some sort of final attack next turn.
If there's a final
Yeah,
attack.
if there is a next turn.
Yeah. Because I feel like this,
Severin.
what Vata is setting up right now, this might be the final last attack of the series. He is building up.
If you do not have a part to play,
Doesn't
Oh, I
come
don't
through.
like this. I don't like this. We needed that stagehand for next turn.
Yeah. And the point is you survive, but you cannot win either.
Yeah, but is there a point in surviving when you're not going to win next turn?
Yeah, exactly. That is the question. Veil Temple giving 2 mana each again, without being able to develop even more, hopefully overriding the temples. Clearing out Trey's board one by one.
Their fate, Aphelios.
And the only question left here is, does Trey surrender or does he play it out? Oh, why so early? I think that's inefficient. You wait for a laser and then play the Doom Beast.
Yeah, the Aphelios is going to be big.
Yeah, especially now with the overwhelm.
My strength is yours.
Vart is in a supreme position, building up this final attack. He has been waiting for so long. His first ever participation in the Aphrodite League, in the beta test run, almost a year ago. He played in almost every single season so far. Never made it, always cast down into the
I
elimination
must do
bracket
this.
back when we still had it. And now, not yet winning.
Yeah,
not yet winning. But on a very, very good way to do so.
You pre-charged that speech a little early.
Sorry.
We're going to have an extra.
We are going to have an next turn. So the Iron Conquest will have a purpose.
Oh,
Can-
and he replaced the Veil Temple. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, me too. Me too. Now Trey, fishing for cards, fishing for the Jinn especially.
Alone again.
Can he find it? No. No Trey, Doom Beast getting shot too. And stun and lifesteal being the options here for Vat. Both excellent anti-aggro choices.
We can shuffle the Doom Beast a little, heal, but yeah, the next turn.
There's the surrender, finally.
Yeah,
There is no
Grace
next
did it.
attack. And Vat makes it finally.
Would it help if I
Wins with
apologize?
both the Darkins and the Fetus Lux in the same series. And is a finalist for the very first time in the Aphrodite League. Well played.
History is not going to be made today.
History is not being made, that's true. The bonus season claim was that either a 4-0 or a 0-4 will happen, but both first seeds qualified and both last seeds are already eliminated, so every one of you who claimed that history will be made is going to be wrong. Sorry, Ace. And looking at the bracket, yeah, we see that there will be a rematch happening now in the very last match of today. The corner match, Trey will face Lunaya. They already did in B2, where Trey could come out ahead 2-1. And
Luna is playing 4 matches today with 2 opponents. That's almost
true.
like a group stage.
That's true. Well, but while she repeated her one rematch, let's see if history will be repeated in the second, as well as we will see who will be the last finalist, joining Robomaster, Corvades Domini and now Vat in the finals next week. And beforehand we will take one final break, so see you after there, and yeah. And now, for the very last time of today, welcome back! Welcome back to the Aphrodite League broadcast. We are bringing you the final game of the Triangle Bracket now, the corner match of the Aphrodite League. Lunaya will face Trey here to find out who will get eliminated and who will advance to the finals and play together with Robomaster, Kovadis Domini and Vat for the title next week, and who, will have to go home and be left with nothing. So we take a look at the bracket now to see how our competitors went here. And we can see, Vendorty, you pointed it out during the downtime. Lunaya played 4 best of 3s today against 2 people. Twice a rematch against Retas Planos and against Trey. And is now left here in the corner match. And hello, Armageddon.
Hello.
So Trey will face Lunaya here in the very final match of today. And in the first match, Trey could secure a victory against Lunaya with a 2-1.
Yeah. Trey is coming from the 2nd seed, having already beaten Luna 2 games prior, having just lost versus Vad in an unfavorable matchup. And Luna is doing the salty run back from 3rd seed. She wants revenge on Trey for the 2nd game. She wants to go into the finals.
She wants revenge indeed, and we don't have the graphics here, but Lunaya in the past 2 seasons both finished 7th. A very, very poor performance for her standards, at least. And Lunaya being the only person to play in every single season of the Aphrodite League as of right now, wants to come back to older glory. She won the title back in winter and is now on a long dread of no titles, no honor, and she needs to reclaim it. Meanwhile, Trey, also kind of a wild card in the Aphrodite League, right? We have never really seen him shaking things up too much. Also, he also never got into finals. Won 6th and won 8th place so far. Yeah, both of them really, really desperately want to go into these finals.
Yeah, I think Trey gets underestimated a bit. He's been put into some very difficult groups and come out in 2nd place. He can hold his own.
We will see, and Lunaya is not a complete stranger to him, as they already faced 4 times, and in only 1 Lunaya could secure a victory. The other 3 times Trey could get the better of her. So we'll see if that repeats, and a lot of the signs for now aim towards Trey, right? Because he already won the match today, he historically won more, and maybe he also just has the momentum right now. With Lunaya's kind of losing streak, I would call it, not here in this bracket specifically, but generally in the Aphrodite League.
Maybe the loss to Vad shook him up a bit. Let's see if he can get his mental together and beat Luna again.
Yeah, but I'm sure we are going to get a banger. As a reminder, Trey plays Elder Dragon, Morgana, Gwenjin, Echo Jinx, so aggro with Elder Dragon, because Elder Dragon is Elder Dragon. And Lunaya, on the other hand, also plays Elder Dragon, Morgana. What what a pleasure to see this deck here. Plays Radiant Guardian and Atakan for the mirror.
The Radiant Guardian is an interesting decision. If players want an expensive lifesteal unit, they usually opt for the Ixtali in that slot because it's 6, it gets Elder buffs. But I could see Radiant Guardian too. We have the 1 copy of Atakan for the mirror. And otherwise, it's a very standard list. We do have the Galio. Seems very standard, very good.
Standard, very straightforward. The deck
Four of our players have played the deck today.
Yeah, 6 Elder Dragons, 4 of which being Elder Dragon Morgana. Then the second deck Lunaya is bringing here is Talia Zillion, a deck we've seen from the Walk Alone already, performing quite well.
Yeah, it performed quite well, but we see Ziggs in this one instead of the third Talia, which is oriented into more OTK-ish combo version of the deck, where you generate the zillion landmarks and then you blow them up with Ziggs discounted. But the core of the deck is still the same. You want to survive, you want to play root bounds, you want to play trees, you want to copy them, you want to revive them, you want to abuse that mechanic as much as possible, and this list will do that as well as any other.
Yeah, and now let's dive into the final deck list. It is Mordecai Zanora, the only one we've seen today. And while this was quite a staple in recent standard metas, I don't think it had too much showing in Eternal.
Yeah. Luna likes this deck in Eternal. She's been the pioneer in Mordekaiser in Eternal. And the deck seems very good, very normal. We run the Aloof Travelers, we run the Bandle City Mayors, we run one Rekindler, we run the Minimorphs. Just a good anti-aggro deck, but has trouble into the Ionia stuff and Elder.
And anti-aggro might be exactly what Lunaya needs here in this matchup, because we talked about it already. Trey bring 2 aggro decks. Yeah, might be difficult to get through. And now, because we've been ignoring you, Armageddon, what do you think? Does Trey ban the Mordecai Zanora in this case, or is it just gonna be the Elder Dragon handshake?
I think Trey is mostly worried about being through Echo Jinx, I think that's probably the hardest one to win with here. So I would expect him to ban and either like the Wende Morde list, because that's probably the hardest matchup for that, but I'm not sure. I think Wende Morde is a fair take here.
Okay.
So I would ban that, probably.
Yeah.
And Vendorty, what do you think?
I think Mordecai Zanora is by far the biggest threat for Trey. It's you can get behind the other decks with aggro, but it's really hard versus the Mordecai Zanora. So I would just ban that.
So you agree on the Mordecai Zanora, which is I think a very relatively easy call, I would say. But on the other hand, Lunaya, what does she ban into Trey?
I would expect Luna to. My idea is that Echo Jinx is not banned. Like I explained earlier, I think that's one of the hardest matchups. So, and the Elder Morgana can be fairly annoying for controlish, for the more controlish decks. But also, like aggro isn't. The Jin deck is more of a burn deck most of the time. So if you have, and the tree deck has more of an issue with decks that run you down early because you can heal back up against burn. So I would expect an Elder Drake ban.
Yeah, and Vendorty, do you agree with that?
I agree, but for a far simpler reason. I think it's just see Elder ban Elder.
Wow, so these are the predictions, and yeah, I'm very happy to tell you that both of you are perfectly right with both of your guesses. These are exactly the bans those players have been going for. If we are lucky, we see just no Elder Dragon. Let's see. But after seeing the bands also now confirmed, I would like to hear a prediction from you. How will this turn out and who will be our last finalist?
I think Luna wins this one. I'm a believer in Luna's decks. I know she already lost once today, but she is bringing Elder Drake and Trey was not allowed to ban it. So, and also the tree deck is pretty strong. I'm rooting for Luna here.
I think Luna wins 2-1, but yeah, I think the Echo Jinx will get stuck on something and not be able to break through.
Yeah, so players are choosing their decks right now. And yeah, I would say it's gonna be a 2-1 for Luna. Trey could get something with aggro through, but I don't think it's gonna be the whole series. And I think Lunaya will finally get back into finals, and it all starts with this first game. Trey choosing the Gwen Jhin as a starter.
I see a good hand for Trey.
I see a Jhin.
I see a Jhin, I see a Gwen. I think every single time we've seen Trey playing this deck, he had both his champions from early on. The issue was most of the time to capitalize them properly. So let's see how he will manage that this game. On the other hand, Luna's hand very cheap, and as you don't see a Matron, I don't see Sifria, I don't see anything that could help her closing this game.
I mean, which could be a good thing here in this matchup, having a cheap hand.
Yes, of course. You
can.
can.
I think this hand is very dangerous for Luna. It's very easy to just run out of cards and do nothing in the mid game or late game, I guess. After the dragon, Cloud Dragon drops down, she'll have to manage her cards right.
Yeah. Definitely, but a Pioneer with such a quite good stat line into aggro with the healing available, Broadwing, a lot of challenges. We see another Pioneer here. Cloudray could potentially also hit a healing boon. I think Luna is really set up for success here.
What would be the best top deck for Luna here? Are we looking for the capture unit, or is it more, or do we have like one card win conditions we run in this deck? Because most of the stuff I can think of is mostly like 2-card combos, right?
Yeah. Luna plays Radiant Guardian. This could be a pretty good top deck, especially with so many units on the board already.
I think what we want the most is the 1 mana spell.
Yeah.
the card that looks for another unit, I guess.
Yeah.
And what would we get out of that? Ideally.
Whatever is offered. Radiant Guardian, Cythria, Atakan, Matron, whatever.
I see.
Just any win con.
Yeah.
Any win con sounds good, but like sometimes against aggro, just surviving is a win con already. But Trey's hand is filled with value. We see 2 Jins, we see a Gwen. An Iron Conquest already played, but landmark removal available for Lunaya, so Trey's really pressured to do something here, to make the right call. What does he play around?
I mean, Trey's win condition is probably setting up a big attack on turn 6. Because we can, on turn 6, we can have Jhin on the board, we can have the Stunbird played. So we are able to stun like 2 or 3 units and maybe get a big swing in.
Yeah. Playing Sunbird here.
It seems he disagrees.
Yeah, I would kind of like the Gwen here.
Yeah, just play the Gwen to bait out strikes so the Jhin survives.
Yeah. Instead, trying to go for some sort of attack here.
For me, the spirit dies.
Progressing the Jhin, possibly?
guess Trey is afraid for his health. There is an angle where just Luna runs him down with aggro, which would be weird but not impossible.
Oh, that's a late lead. That always hurts when we're losing landmark remove on the first stage.
Time to dance.
But I guess we are not getting more value out of this card.
Yeah, I mean, Trey, as his first action, used the Iron Conquest on nothing just to get one more trigger for Jin, because he knew the landmark removal wasn't had. So I think
that Arika is huge.
yeah, that is one of the top decks we were talking about. And that is one of the top decks that might start a path for Luna into a grand finals after 2 seasons of elimination.
I mean, we were so close to having lethal.
I have my orders.
Oh no, not actually lethal, but
Yeah.
like, no, not actually lethal, but if the dragon hits like the impact wound, that's a lot of damage, right?
That's a lot of damage indeed. It would be lethal like that, actually.
Yeah, but we have the Jane spell in hand.
My bad.
So not
With one more mana, this could also be very interesting because of Gentleman's Duel. But we have to deal with what we have, and the Jin comes down.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked we didn't horror the Broadwing last turn to make one of our blockers survive.
Step into the spotlight, everyone.
That is a
waiting.
good top deck, but
Yeah,
I
indeed,
think we have another
same.
good card in hand for Luna.
Yep.
So
If
turns
we
out
are to
Luna will
survive,
just
we must
aggro
fight.
down Trey in this weird matchup.
Yeah, it would be kind of sad if a deck with an unbeatable end board would have the opportunity to play for early aggro game plan. That is exactly what Luna does here.
Yes, we don't need any win conditions. We just build a big enough board.
This
I
game here
have
is also
prepared
very
something
unfortunate
very
for
special.
Trey, because I think this is one of the better matchups you can hit in
Yeah.
this best of 3 here.
He probably brought it to beat the Elder Dragon, but now left it open on purpose to beat it, and now has to suffer a defeat against it, most likely, because this upcoming attack looks very scary.
Are we leveling the Jin on open? I guess it doesn't. Wait, it does matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, we can't block with the Arika.
Sewing mends the soul.
Gwen coming down. Trace now completely tapped out. And surrenders the game.
Yep. And recognizes defeat.
Recognizes defeat. Just wants to go
I
into
owe it to everyone to keep
the
trying.
next. But possibly
Yeah.
his last, right?
As Armageddon said that this was his best matchup, I think.
Yeah, his best matchup, and he lost it, and this is so heartbreaking. But on the other hand, there's a player that is very much celebrating this outcome. It is Lunaya, who's now only one victory away from making it to the finals. So let's see how it turns out. The potentially last game of today. It is Talia Zillion 6 versus the Jin Gwen once again.
We see
And
both.
We are starting with quite good hands.
On both
Yeah.
sides, yeah.
I'm not too familiar with the Jin deck. But I would say the Zillion Tree has a good hand here, and
Yeah.
I guess we have a bunch of cheap units.
Also landmark removal, potentially, for Iron Conquest. Very, very helpful.
Landmark removal is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Zillion is
And
just
Trey-
so
I
good.
I mean, this deck is very scary when you can copy stage hands and run your opponent down like this. Lunaya recognizes this as well. Goes for the early landmark removal, which also kills the Blue Crew rookie. And feels very comfortable here. I think she can even just predict with the Zillion. Stabilize. Go for the heart of the tree. And be happy.
Let's see what I find.
We want to find Rootbound by the length of the predict. I'm guessing we didn't find Rootbound.
I mean, Time Bomb would be probably be even better than Rootbound. No? I think Time Bomb would be better, especially since we have 3 already.
Maybe.
Haven't I been here before?
Yeah.
And
But
with
Luna
the
needs
Rite of
to.
Passage in it.
Luna needs to find a play next turn.
So next turn is probably most dangerous for Luna because currently she doesn't have anything. Trey could set up a big attack.
No one's the wiser.
Turn
Yeah.
4. Although what Trey's hand does not look too menacing right now.
I think it does actually. The wait, Luna has the landmark removal.
Yes,
Never
yes,
mind.
Luna has the landmark removal.
Yeah. Without it, it would be looking very good for Trey right now. But yeah, the landmark removal removes landmarks, so
Indeed. In theory, we could like set up Devastaya before playing our landmark, but that is way slower.
oh, we found the time bomb last turn.
Nice. I mean, it was maybe just a decision between Rootbound and Time Bomb. What to
I
pick.
mean, Time Bomb here is
It's so sweet.
Behind ya.
I mean, you can, yeah, you can block like this, and Lunaya has such a sweet Time Bomb.
I mean, can Trey afford to play around it? I don't think he can.
Yeah, and even if Trey now tries to copy something with Iron Conquest, it just instantly gets destroyed.
and
Yeah.
next turn we have
Oh,
like
not playing the conquest at all?
Not playing it at all, and I think Luna has the comfortability to go for a pass. She can just drop Tasty here and do nothing, I believe.
Yeah, that's probably what Luna will do. Maybe make a second time bomb for good measure.
That could be a play to flip the Zillion, I could see that. But now, right now, it's Trey's move, and once again, it is Trey's move to win this game, to take a turn, to be the aggressor, but aggressing against. But already played time with an almost empty board and against the Tasty Faithful. This is a hard task to accomplish.
Walking is strange.
And Lunaya is just very, very confident here with her plays. Can force out the deny, because why not? Force the trade.
Yeah, we can attack with the Fey Folk just because. Get 4 health back.
Yeah. Trey
I would
will.
always attack with the Fey Fork. It's just if you don't attack with it, it's getting stunned, and that's kind of useless.
Yeah.
And if he blocks it,
Into the forest.
Fey Folk trading 1 for 1 is
Explosive
good.
And next turn, half a tree can come down. Heal for 3, get a blocker.
Yep.
or
We
if
can also
Trey,
make
like,
a time bomb.
overextends with 1 HP units, we can also like bomb into Talia to instantly trigger. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Yeah, we can
oh,
just
this is
level
way
Zillion.
better, This is way better.
yeah, Time Bomb here is so
Because-
sweet. We flip Zillion, we remove the boom, the Saboteur.
Time waits for no one. No
Also
one
means we
but
can't
me.
copy the Saboteur anymore.
Ooh, Station is a nice top deck for Trey. But hey, it's hardly enough if I see the hand of Lunaya here.
We are not getting through Heart of the Tree, copied by Talia and
Rootbound Path and Reconstructor.
possibly.
That is one hand for sure. There's one hand supposed to get Lunaya into the finals.
We are about to see some forestation.
For sure. Let's see. Lunaya has to plant the first one, and she does so. The Heart of the Tree is coming down. And while Trey kills the Zillion, Lunaya has more than enough other ways to close out this game.
Yeah, being at 20 in this spot is probably Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Delaying it on purpose.
Keep your eyes on the horizon
because
and
she
your
wants-
feet on the ground.
She wants to preserve.
Although this is kind of unnecessary. Because
Yeah,
we
it
are,
is
like,
really
at
unnecessary.
18.
Yeah, we're at 20 either way, so...
And we chop like the Nobify.
At this point, it's just
Yeah, it's just
about
BM. It's just BM
closing
at this
the
point.
game.
There is a sprite that enters ready.
Does she even pull the trigger on the second?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Like, why? We don't have to.
Trey's just doing desperado plays, trying to find anything playable.
Do we Nobify this?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
Or actually, I know. I see.
It prevents him from playing anything and
Yes,
copying
yes,
it.
prevents.
Like threading a needle.
Okay. Now, Trey has a Gwen. And a Glare. Glare draws.
And the bird. We
I don't. Do we play the
have
bird though?
bird into a stagehand, into like.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I guess this
One.
is his only straw, right? We don't play Gwen here. We just full send it for one last attack. That's the strategy.
I think we can have that last attack next turn, though. In theory.
In theory.
Problem is, we basically need. Trey would basically need to one-shot Luna.
Yeah.
And even with like all units stunned, 2 stagehands attacking, like
Yeah.
3 stagehands
The
attacking.
Saboteur
No
here is
one's
really
the
nice
wiser.
because now you can play two stagehands.
There is a line actually. We can copy the bird right now. We can stagehand next turn, copy the stagehand twice,
Nope.
and try to do something with that.
Yeah, but like, what about Saboteurs?
Explosives primed.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like,
can do
we are
saboteurs,
we are
too.
not killing
I
this
have my
turn if we are
orders.
doing this, and if we are
Pro-
not killing this turn, there's like 6
Yeah.
more healing next turn.
Yeah. And this
And
is
Luna
kind
still
of
has
doomed.
3 calls in hand. Or like, if it's getting actually dangerous, but it's not.
Yeah, Luna is just going to go back to 20.
Yeah. Ah, Trey. Not a single finals yet. This is his first season.
Living and dying by the Gwenjin. Also, wait, what did you want to say? This is Trey's first.
Third.
In this timeline, we're
I
sure
think
to
he
see
was
Tafia.
second seed twice. No.
No, he was second seed once and fourth seed the other time. And this is a surrender.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
this means Lunaya wins the series 2-0, wins the corner match, and has her finals, finally. For the first time in the summer split. The last 2 seasons, Summer Dawn and Summer Zenith, she was cast down, ended up 7th, but now she's back. She's back in the finals, and she wants the title. And maybe Lunaya could be the third person to match up and get, 2-0, a second title. And with this 2-0, she may have set the first stone for that. And I would say let's take a final look at the bracket of today and summarize what we've seen. Robomaster could finish it off with Asia Aurelia in the very first series. Vat had his struggles, but made it against Trey finally, getting his Darkins, and Aphidos Lux through. Especially Aphidos Lux performed pretty well today. And when Vat finally got the matchups he needed, he took the chance. Lunaya qualifying here from 3rd seed, and Trey being eliminated from 2nd seed is an upset, but nothing short of what we expected of Lunaya. And yeah, eliminated our ace mit Cappuccino, Reta Seplanos, our rookie, and Trey. Finally, Trey with his best position now ever in the Aphrodite League. He got 6th, 8th, and now 5th. Mit Cappuccino remaining his recent performances. And yeah, it was a fun day. Not too many upsets this time, actually. I was a bit scared for Vat though. What do you think?
I think he was inevitably going to run into an aggro or aggro tempo-ish lineup, and he was going to do well into that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was just bad into the Ionia, the Elders, and his first 2 opponents were exactly that.
That's true.
So I think he just got unfortunate with that.
And just to mention that, this line of being 1st seed but qualifying as 3rd one is actually quite common. It happened in the last 2 seasons as well with Robomaster and Newman, who both started from 1st seed, then lost their 2 first matches, and then only got into the finals as a 3rd seed. So very interesting indeed.
I'm pretty sure this happened to me once too. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 4 seasons ago or how much, but
I'm not quite sure right now either. But yeah. And one other thing that happened to you is winning the league from the corner match. The position Lunaya is in right now, so this may give us all some hope to cheer for her next week in the finals, as she is alongside Robomaster, Quo Vadis Domini, and Vat to battle it out. Vat, in his 5th season, gets into the finals. Quo Vadis Domini. We know him from ladder. We know him from dominating other tournaments. He hasn't been too present in the Aphrodite League for mysterious reasons. I don't know why. Robomaster on his way to make the 3rd title overall, surpassing you, Vendorty. And even threatening surpassing you in Aphrodite points. If he manages to win the league, he will be the new top contender, as both Vendorty, you, and Kaizen are not playing, and those are the only 2 in front of him. So let's see. Of course, Lunaya is also there, trying to redeem herself, getting a title after her last one was in Winter Dusk. And yeah, a lot of stories coming together next week in the finals, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I want to thank you all for being here, for building up this storyline so far in the Triangle Bracket. I want to thank you, Vendorty, for joining me here on the caster desk. It was a very great pleasure to have you as a player who has written so many storylines, who was the cause of so many announcements in the in the league info. And I was also happy to have you here, Armageddon, for the last match. I was happy to have you, all the viewers out there, watching the action with us, and I will be happy to have you back next week in the finals, when we find out who will be the final champion of the Summer Split. See you there. Where's the ending screen? Ah, here's the ending screen.
Thank you.